Hi, my name is Michael Yang, and I am a consultant for Synergy Advisors. Today, I would like to show you how organizations are leveraging our eSuite product called eInspector to perform automated discovery, auditing, and protection of enterprise and stored file confidentiality. Synergy is a company with more than 11 years of consulting experience in Microsoft technologies. We work worldwide with companies of all sizes and industries, even up to Fortune 500 organizations. We've also built a set of solutions focused on expanding the features and scope of Microsoft solutions across analytics, productivity, and cybersecurity. To date, we have 5 solutions in use by more than 1 million users. We also provide managed services where we help organizations continually manage and optimize their Microsoft platforms in the cloud and on-premises. In this video, I will demonstrate how eInspector can help your organizations improve employees' productivity and save time and money on help desk costs and make your cloud solutions more agile and timely. Nowadays, a common challenge that organizations face is that they neither have control over their files nor understand the type of information in these files. This can be illustrated in a typical scenario an organization faces when identifying files in their repositories, both cloud and on-premises, which often include answering questions such as, does this repository contain files with sensitive information? Are there any duplicated files? Are there any stale files? Without the right tools, an organization can incur large costs to address these questions. These costs manifest themselves in the increased manpower and time needed to manually review the contents of the repositories, oftentimes organizations lacking the workforce needed to achieve this task. The deployment of our eInspector tool can address this concern. At a high level, this would be what our deployment process entails. The first step is the installation and configuration of the inspector, which includes selecting the location or path that will be inspected. The general data is then inspected and information about the sensitive data is captured. As part of our discovery phase, once the data is analyzed, it can be reviewed and visualized in the eVisor analysis report, which leverages Microsoft Power BI. The capabilities of our eInspector tool extend to both on-premises and cloud-based repositories. This allows organizations to leverage the Power BI-based report as a single pane of glass wherein they can identify content across all their file locations. In addition, identification of files include those with tags and whether the tags are correct for the content. Lastly, eInspector can make copies of the files and store them in a storage account. In this demo, we will look at the administration dashboard for eInspector, the policy creation process, and the reports for the inspected data. I will begin by showing the eInspector administrator page, which can be accessed by the URL configured during deployment of eInspector. In this dashboard, administrators can create and manage the policies created for eInspector as well as quickly glance at the status and the main configuration items for each policy, such as policy start date, policy end date, runtime schedule, Microsoft Information Protection integration status, file lifecycle status, and others. To create a new policy, administrators can click on the plus new button. In this video, I will instead edit an existing policy to show the available configuration options. These same options will appear when configuring a new policy. When we click on the edit button, the row expands to show the configuration options available. When creating a policy, administrators must provide a name and a deploy eInspector server that will run the tasks. Administrator may also add a policy period and policy schedule. In the inspection location option, administrators can define the location of the data they wish to inspect. In this case, a network file share has been added. Multiple locations can be added within a policy and different options are available for each location, such as label match, file exclusions, and others as shown. To select the type of data inspected, the reporting and analytics toggle must be enabled and administrators can then select the data they want the reports to contain. In this case, this policy reports the file and folder access permissions as well as file creation and use modified times for the configured network share. Additional options include reporting the existing sensitivity labels, sensitive info types, checksum, and others as shown. This policy also has the Microsoft Information Protection integration enabled, which allows eInspector to perform information protection actions on the files inspected. This policy applies a specific sensitivity label and changes the file ownership to the specified user for the configured network share. Other useful options include access revocation, label downgrade, label removal, and others as shown. Lastly, we have the file lifecycle toggle, which, when enabled and a rule added, allows eInspector to take file lifecycle related actions such as file relocation, file copy, or file deletion. We have explored the different options eInspector has available for its policy configuration. Let's now take a quick look at one of the reports. There are 7 available reports for eInspector. We are currently only going to focus on the general statistic report, which contains file inventory related statistics such as the total number of inspected locations, aggregate file sizes by type, and many more general visualizations. As the reports are Power BI based dashboards, users can drill down or filter their visualizations by clicking on any dashboard item. Let's say we were interested in knowing the total size of Microsoft Word files in the policy we saw earlier. Since the policies looked at the engineering network share location, identifying it and clicking on it on the location table causes all other visualizations to update. We can now see there are a total of 9 megabytes of Word files in this location. Needless to say, the other reports contains more visualizations pertaining to their titles, which help users and their organizations gain a deeper understanding of the content in their repositories. In conclusion, the benefits obtained with eInspector can be summarized as follows: resource inspection across both cloud and on-premises location, information protection enforcement by tags or through configurations of policies and more, as well as custom permissions, reporting and analytics to aid in discovery of sensitive data, as well as extensive filters and queries available, file lifecycle supports through actions such as file relocation and copy. If you're interested in working with us or want to learn more about how eInspector can help you solve this and other problems, please contact us at info@synergyadvisors.biz. Thank you for your time, and we invite you to follow us on our social networks such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and others.